Hey, thanks for joining us here on our 13th installment of Buster's Glitch Ass Gaming Podcast. I'm Tony Flowers, and of course, I'm here with my boy Oscar Warrior. Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, we made it to our 13th episode, man. That's
Like
pretty sweet. You know, a lot of
on
people are really superstitious of the number 13. Are you one of them?
on a Friday.
Oh, that's
It's not
tomorrow. No,
Friday.
today's Thursday.
Yeah, it's Thursday. um, am I superstitious?
Of
No.
like the number 13. Yeah.
No. No.
Did you? I don't know if this is true, but I heard that there are no floor 13 in any hotel in Las Vegas, like any casino hotels. There's no floor 13, and it just goes from 12 to 14 because of that
That's
superstition.
fascinating.
I don't
I
know if
don't know
it's
if that's
true.
true though.
Yeah, I want to look it up because like I heard that a long time ago. I don't know if that's just some bullshit I heard and I just kind of latched onto it or not, but I don't know.
I was in Las Vegas recently. I think I went last year. No, at the beginning of the year for New Year's.
Yeah, I
And I
remember that.
don't remember seeing a floor 13 on in my hotel where we stayed.
Which one did you stay at?
I honestly forgot the name of it. I think it was the Flamingo.
Is that a newer one? I don't remember a Fleming. I don't know.
The Dome Flamingo.
I haven't been there too many times. Last time we went was for Zach Bagan's Haunted Museum.
Haunted Museum.
Yeah, Chelsea's into that spooky stuff. It was all right. It was okay. Just don't make it your reason for going to Vegas. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was all right. They kind of shuffle you from room to room. You don't have too much time to look around at shit. I was really drawn to the. There was this one room we walked into, and it just smelled so good. And I was just like, I like this room. And I told Chelsea that, and then we found out it was like all Al Capone's shit or something. Like it had like his rug and it smelled like cigars in there. I was just like, this is my room right
Damn.
here. Totally my room.
That's sick. Wasn't Las Vegas basically built by mobsters?
Uh, I think yeah, there's a lot of mobster history there for sure. I'd like to
Mm-hmm.
read that book because the casino movie I'd seen
Casino.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, seen it a bunch of times back in the day, but I'd like to read that book now that we've read Wise Guys or Wise Guy. I think that would be a really good little supplemental because it was so good. It was so good. I love
Story.
that
Yeah, it
book.
was a fantastic book. Actually, I don't think it was the Flamingo that we stayed at. I can't remember exactly. I'd have to ask Tanya. She has a better memory than I. Plus, she was the one that booked the rooms for the hotel stay.
Yeah.
But
Well, how was your week? What'd you do this week?
let me see if I can remember.
What you did this
Uh,
week?
yeah,
I mean, if you were just
we're
chilling,
usually just
it's all
chilling
good.
at home.
Yeah, ain't
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
I
Nothing
think
wrong with that.
we watched Tuesday. We were building some Legos
The
because I
flower,
got
the bouquet you got
yeah
her. Yeah,
the bouquet the of roses that I got.
I'd like to see that when
And
you're
while
done.
I will take a picture, I'll
Please,
show you.
please.
Um, while we were watching Spider-Man, the original trilogy with Tobey Maguire.
Hell yeah, man. Been a long time.
Yeah,
Good shit.
I forgot how good those movies are, bro. They get me so hyped.
Were you a fan of the third one? I was one of those people that was like really about the third one, but the first two were fucking awesome.
The third one, I think, was the one that I was most excited for when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, because of Venom,
It
right?
had, yeah,
Yeah,
Venom and the
me too.
Sandman. Yeah, that shit was sick.
Oh yeah, I forgot
No,
the Sandman was in here. In there, he did a great job.
yeah,
Whatever that actor's name was, he kind of stole the show.
Flint
They could have just
Marco. That's not the actor's name, but that's the
yeah. That's right, Flint
name of the
Marco.
character. Sandman. Flint
Yeah,
Marco.
yeah, that actor did a great job. They could have just focused on him and it would have been fine. You know?
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think so too. But yeah, Spider-Man 3. We watched all three of them, I think, in the same day.
That's so dope.
Yeah, and then yesterday we watched. This one was. It felt long for some reason, but I think it's the same length as all the other ones. But we watched The Amazing Spider-Man, the one with Andrew Garfield,
Mm-hmm.
and it honestly wasn't that bad. I don't have too many memories of that one because it was like 6 years later after Spider-Man 3 came out.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm inclined to agree with you. A lot of people were really mixed on that movie. I think the second one sucked balls, but the first one was all right. I liked
Yeah,
it.
the first one's really good. I don't remember the second one much.
I think the second one had Jamie Foxx in it, which is surprising because he's such a great actor. But
Mhm.
that one sucked, man. That one fucking blew ass.
I'll
But
uh
yeah, first one
I'll
was
see
cool.
if I
I
share
liked
the
it.
same sentiment after rewatching it
Yeah, I was
because
not a
it's been
fan
a
of that
while.
one. Yeah. But yeah, those kinds of
I don't.
days are great. Did you pop some popcorn and eat some snacks and just chill out watching some films, some cinema?
No, but that would have been a fantastic idea. Sometimes I forget I have popcorn in the pantry. Sometimes I crave snacks, bro. I
Dude,
crave something succulent,
yeah,
something rich American.
I'm one of those people that loves popcorn, but I'm usually done with it by the time the opening credits are over. Like
Yeah,
I can't
bro.
pace myself, man. I'm just like,
It's just so easy to gobble. That's why I get the
yeah,
biggest like whenever I do go to the movie theater, I get the biggest like bucket size.
fuck yeah,
'Cause I
dude.
love munching on popcorn.
Hell yeah, and I love getting to that point where I've had my fill for now of popcorn, so I just kind of like roll up the bag or like put the bucket to the side or hand it over to Chelsea or something, and then give it a half an hour or something. Then I'm like a cool scene happens, and I just kind of like without even looking away, I just kind of reach over for it again. I'm just
Just
like
like, give me that
crunch.
shit. Like, all right, give it back. I'm hungry again.
Hell yeah. Nothing beats freshly popped warm popcorn, man. With
Agreed.
with the
Yeah,
butter and shit. Mm.
I'm gonna have to do that if we watch Spider-Man, The Amazing Spider-Man Dose.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude.
And then other than that, I don't remember what the hell we did Monday, but that was our Tuesday, Wednesday. And I've just been playing DK Bonanza, honestly. That's it.
Hell yeah,
DK
dude.
Bonanza and studying my Japanese.
How's that coming? Feeling pretty good about it? Getting a little
It's
more
coming it's coming
um
along well.
can you say anything? Like say something to me
No.
in Japanese.
I can I can read the alphabet.
Konnichiwa.
That's about it.
You can read it. Can you
I,
recite it right now? That would impress me.
yeah. Yes. Well,
Do it.
there's like the normal vowels like A, E, I, O, U, which is A, E, U, E, O. And then
Okay.
like you have the consonants which attach to the vowels that change the way the vowel sounds. You have like the K column, which is ku, ke, ki, ko, ka. And
Okay.
then you do the same thing with another consonant and the S column, which is sa, se, so, su, and she. I want to say if I see it, I would know. And then yeah, it just continues down that line until you have like 46 different consonants, and then it expands on that by having the shit, what are they called? It's the Dakuten, I think, Dakuten, and then the
Okay.
Handakuten, which is like they're little markings that you see sometimes on the consonants
Mm-hmm.
that change the way the consonant, like I don't know what the word is. Um, so like I guess I can use an example for key. If you put like the double quotation mark thingy on top of it, um, I think it's called a diacritical mark, but if you put like the little double quotation marks on top of it, it changes it from key to gi,
Okay.
and that's where you get like the additional sounds for some of the those. What the hell's the word when you like put two things together?
Contraction? No.
Yeah, contraction. I think is that a contraction?
I think
I'm
so.
gonna just call it
I haven't
contraction for convenience sake. But yeah, you can change the contraction by adding that diacritical mark.
it might be one of those "Are you smarter than a fifth grader" moments because I don't remember jack shit from my childhood, man. I
No, I don't
smoked.
remember either.
I think I smoked way too much pot and I drank way too much alcohol between then and now, to where I'm just kind of stupid.
I feel you, bud.
But when
Yeah,
you're saying all these things, like, um, can you visualize I'm gonna call them letters. Can you
mhm.
visualize these symbols and letters and shit as you're saying them?
Yes,
'Cause that is very impressive.
yes.
Yeah,
It's
you're
all
well on your
honestly
way,
just
bro.
it's just memorization, honestly.
Well, you're well on your way to, you know, I mean, hopefully you want to come back, but I seriously doubt it. you know,
Come
we,
back from Japan?
yeah. Hopefully
Yeah.
you want to come back,
Yeah, hopefully.
but I seriously doubt it, man. It's probably gonna be so fucking cool, man.
Yeah, I'm excited. We've got the flights and everything already set.
Yeah, you
We're
should
going
be
to
excited.
Noviembre.
Any idea if they're gonna be? Because I'm kind of, I don't understand their climate over there. Do they get snow or anything like that, or like because that's gonna be kind of right in the ass crack of autumn. So, do you have any of that to
That's
contend with?
No, that's totally fine by me.
Hmm.
I love winter weather. I love fall weather. I
But I mean,
actually
like,
prefer it more than spring and summer.
oh, dude, dead ass. Same. Autumn and winter are the shit. But like, you got to dress up for it. And I mean, do they get snow in Japan that you know of?
They get a shit ton of snow. It
Oh,
depends on
cool.
where you go, but I think like we're in the area where we're gonna be, yeah, they're gonna get a lot of snow.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's
That's
gonna
fucking
be
dope.
fun. And I have, oddly enough, for an Arizonan, I have a lot more winter clothing than I do summer clothing.
It's because you're not a fucking Arizonan. You're a Chicagan
I'm a
or whatever.
Chicagan. I'm from Illinois.
What do they call them? Chicago. Are they called Chicagans?
No, I don't think so. I think
Chicagas.
I don't know if there is a name for the Illinoisans. The Illinoisan.
Illinoisings.
It sounds like a Native American tribe.
It's fucking stupid.
But
I don't like I don't like those isms.
it's great. It's crazy because I got rid of a lot of my old clothing
Mm-hmm.
and I bought a lot of new shit,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still all winter clothing.
Keep it, man. Just fucking keep
I
it.
just love winter clothing, bro. It's comfy.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'd much rather be cold than hot.
I
100%.
agree.
100%.
I agree. I hate being hot. I pass out when I'm like overheated. Anyway, bud, that's enough about me. How was your week?
Fucking cats. Um, you know what I just realized.
Mm.
Um, Last week we mentioned Don Quixote, and then
Yeah,
immediately after we said that we should figure out which movie we were gonna watch, and Don
it was
Quixote
Don
was
Quixote.
yeah, out of all
Yeah,
the ones that we had on the list, that was the one that was chosen.
that's so funny.
I like that.
We're still
Um,
waiting on Pat for the day on that, right?
no, actually, we're waiting on me to make the post. He said next Wednesday, so I'll make the
Oh, okay,
post.
that's tight.
Yeah,
Excellent.
need to find out who's gonna stream it, what we're streaming from, blah blah blah. But yeah, got to do all that. But yeah, I was able to actually get out of the fucking city for a bit, like I mentioned wanting to do on last week's episode. So that was awesome. We went a few hours up north. There's a creek. I think I kind of told you about this already, but there's a creek that follows the trail, and there's supposed to be a waterfall at the end of it, but we've still never made it to the very end. It's kind of a long hike. The first time we got hit with heavy rain, and it turned into
Mhm.
hail, and so we had to turn
Damn.
tail and run back. Luckily, we weren't too far in. We were like maybe a couple of miles in when the hail started because I was really genuinely worried that we were going to catch hypothermia. It was so fucking cold and we were not
Really?
dressed well for it. It was windy and, oh, dude, it was bad. We were just drenched and, yeah. But, anyways, um, the second time we went out there, we just didn't get there early enough to see it through. So we were,
Mhm.
we were we were really hoping to see it through this time, but honestly, I just wanted to be there. I don't care if we just went like a mile in and just started chilling by the water. I didn't care, but it was kind
Mhm.
of cool. Like Chelsea was like, "Do you smell that?" Like when we first started the hike, and I only smelled the usual outdoors and some remnants of a fire that apparently hit the trail earlier in the year. You can
Yeah,
smell like the charred
that
wood.
charcoal.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and you can see it everywhere. Like you can see the trees that were burned and some that were burned all the way through. Um,
Mhm.
and also her sense of smell hasn't really been all that great since COVID. Uh, but it was crazy. Eventually, like a little less than maybe 2 miles in, I smelled something so fucking foul, and then
Oh.
I spotted like a dead horse just off the
Oh,
trail. And it
what the
had,
hell?
yeah, dude, it was like super decayed, man. I took a couple of pictures before I, I was trying really hard not to fucking like throw my guts up. It was disgusting. But I took a
Easy.
couple of snapshots. Yeah, I'll show it to you. It was I fed it to an AI and I was just like, how long has this horse been dead for? I'm in Arizona, just like see what the AI says.
Uh-huh.
And its best estimate is it had been there for a couple of weeks. It was just like there were like holy fuck amount of flies everywhere, and
Probably a lot of maggots.
I didn't see any maggots. I didn't get that close to
Oh,
it, but yeah, like its innards and its eyes, everything. Like you can see its teeth and everything. Like a lot of it was gone, but there was a lot of flesh still there that the flies were just feasting on. And um, but yeah, we didn't see it. Like at first, we were too busy admiring the birds flying around above us, which we later found out were turkey vultures.
ah,
So, and it's weird because they weren't interested in it in its current state. They were just kind of like flying around. It looked like they were looking for something else. And Chelsea automatically thought, because they were too high up, we couldn't really tell, but they were big wingspan boys, is what we like to call them. Like, holy shit, them some big birds up there. And she thought they were maybe hawks. And I kind of got a good look at their beak, and I was like, nah, their beaks are kind of long and not like little stubby, kind of curved little hook like a hawk usually has. So I was thinking maybe
really
they were eagles.
type
Uh,
of predator bird.
yeah, but I zoomed way the fuck into one of them on my phone when one of them perched in a tree, and you can clearly see it was a vulture. I took a couple of pictures of them. Beautiful, very creepy
That's so
animals.
sick.
Beautiful animals, but holy fuck, they're a little creepy looking, man. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, like it looked like they probably already got what they wanted from the carcass, and the rest was for the bugs. It was kind of beautiful in a way, though. Like that one animal was providing life for so many other creatures, including the plants and the trees around it. Like the trees that it's sitting next to are gonna get a fuck ton of nutrients from that. It was really cool. And then a little further up, a doe just
Mhm.
casually walked by us, heading for the creek for a drink. It just kind of just. And I took a short little video of it. I'm even like talking to him like, "Hey, honey, what are you doing?" And she's just paying me no mind, just walk right in front of me. I've seen some wild deer before in my day, but none of them that were just
Chill.
nonchalant about humans and stuff. And there were some really big fucking squirrels out there, and they weren't really scared of us either. They would come really close and just kind of wouldn't scurry off. They just kind of like walk away all calm. So that's good. It tells me that the people that do walk this trail aren't fucking assholes and like throwing rocks at the animals or anything or trying to scare them or nothing. So yeah, they were
Yeah.
they were really cool. That was awesome. That was probably my favorite part of it. But yeah, pretty far into into the trail, it gets really fucking steep, and we got really far up the mountain. Like, but eventually it did started raining, so we weren't about to chance getting hit with a huge rainstorm like that one time. So especially with the path home now being slick as fuck, we were just like,
Yeah.
let's go back. But all in all, it was a very much needed day away from the city, bro. Oh,
Yeah. It
oh,
sounds really nice.
oh yeah, it was awesome. I'll send you some pictures. I'll show you the pictures. You're gonna go to work tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Maybe we'll call in.
I'll be there. Yeah. For the Battlefield 6 beta.
Yeah, dude, I really want to play tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. We'll see. But yeah, let's jump into the download real quick here because we've been chatting it up for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Just
I'm
20
okay
minutes.
with it. I'm cool with it. I love talking to you, man. But goddamn, we need to jump into this. So, yeah, take it away, brother.
I apologize. I had to take a quick sip.
Oh shit, yeah, I should have looked over at you. Yeah, I didn't see that you were drinking. I'm gonna follow suit though. That's a
I'm
good idea.
I'm ready though.
Go
All
for it.
right. On the first on the list for the download, we have the new Helldivers 2 Xbox Series X and S launch trailer has a clear tease for a collaboration with Halo 3 ODST at the very end of the trailer, which otherwise features a chaotic, badass montage of gameplay set to PODs. Boom. The scene shifts to a rainy, dark city as a lone hellpod descends. A brief snippet of the iconic jazz influenced soundtrack from ODST plays. A crossover is clearly in the works, likely in the form of new cosmetic armor and weapons inspired by the orbital drop shock troopers.
That's so fucking dope, dude.
Dude, I saw the trailer for this new, I guess, update. for Helldivers 2, it looks completely different from like back when we played.
Oh yeah, is
Yeah,
it
dude.
calling to you?
It looks crazy. Yeah, I really want to play it. It looks so cool. They've added so much since the last time that we played.
Was it this trailer that you're talking about that you watched?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
we're
I watched the exact one.
I forget you didn't play ODST, right? Was that Patrick that said he didn't play ODST?
Might have been both of us
Oh,
because
okay.
I tried getting into ODST. I did play it, but I never finished it.
Oh, okay.
I got really confused, and then I think
Oh,
I gave up at some point.
it's such a cool little game, dude. I loved it. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
so fucking jealous if this collaboration is exclusive for Xbox players.
yeah, that would be whack as fuck. Seeing
Yeah.
as you can play like Halo basically on any platform now.
Can you?
Going to be, yeah.
Oh
I
well,
think yeah, so far it's just the Xbox and PC, but I
no.
don't doubt they would want to bring that over to they're gonna bring Gears to PlayStation, bro. They better bring Halo 2.
That'd be dope.
Specifically Halo 2.
I mean, I'm more of a PC player at this point anyway, so it doesn't matter to me, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm hoping that us PC players have access to the ODST War Bond or whatever the fuck they're gonna call it, because that's gonna be so dope.
Yeah, it's gonna be tight. Tight,
Oh
tight,
yeah.
tight, tight.
Oh yeah. I'd be interested to jump back in at some point, but with Battlefield around the corner, that might be my multiplayer online game. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna absorb you, bro.
I think so. Like
Game over for
whenever
you.
whenever I get the urge to play some online multiplayer shit, that'll probably be it. But we'll see.
Helldivers 2.
Maybe
Or no, Battle or you
Helldivers.
mean Battlefield?
Probably Battlefield, but we'll see.
Battlefield.
I'd like to. I've been seeing a lot of folks aren't too stoked on the new maps that were added this week for this week's portion of the beta, saying that
Oh,
like every fucking map is just too small. But I'll be the judge of that. I'll see.
I hear there's a big issue with snipers.
Yeah, I'll I got a few things to say about all that stuff.
Okay.
Not yeah. That's all I really played this week. So I'll tell you
When
about
we
it in a
get
bit.
when we get deeper.
Mm-hmm. All right. Number 2, the co-op climbing game Peak, developed by Aggro Crab and Landfall Games, launched its Mesa update on August 11th, 2025. This update introduces a new desert biome that will initially replace the alpine biome for 1 week before entering a random rotation. The Mesa biome brings challenges like heat and tornadoes, requiring players to use new items such as sunscreen for temperature management. New tools like balloons and dynamite are also available, alongside 10 new badges with cosmetic rewards. The update also includes a bug phobia mode, controller navigation for settings, and general bug fixes and balance adjustments. Now, I put this one in here because I haven't played it. I'm not sure if you have, but the game is making a pretty big fucking splash, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
people
haven't
are loving it.
played it, but I've seen a lot of gameplay of it. It looks really funny.
Yeah, it sold
Um,
over 5 million units. Its normal price is only like $8, and it's currently on sale for 5.
yeah, I was gonna mention that.
Oh, okay,
Until
sorry.
August
I should.
18th, I want to say it's on sale.
That sounds right. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
right.
it's only $5. So if you want to play it, pick it up on Steam
Yeah,
at least. I don't know if it's on PlayStation or all the other consoles, but on Steam it is on sale.
I think it's on Steam. Yeah, just Steam for now.
Just
But
Steam.
yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure about that. But yeah, especially like $5, less than $10. My curiosity is piqued, so to speak.
Peaked. You're pitching a tent.
um, but yeah, the developers, Aggro Crab, I recognized that, and I had to look it up. Those are the devs that made a game I recommended a little while back called Another Crab's Treasure. Do you remember that one?
Is that the Dark Souls like crab game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super cute,
Oh,
man.
actually?
Yeah, yeah. I was playing it
Oh,
on the Switch, which kind of just made me either want to play on the PC or wait until I bought a Switch 2 to continue playing because it didn't play very well on the Switch.
oh,
But it's a really fun game though, really cute, clever. It's actually funny. There were a couple of things in there that actually had me giggling to myself.
That's so
I
funny, man.
I'd still recommend it, but not on the base Switch. Maybe on your Switch too. It would be dope. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah,
Looks cool. I remember
did you
playing it.
if you have nothing to say about Peak, we can just move on to the release radar. It's not
No,
a whole lot.
I've never played it. It just looks funny as hell. I get
Would you
clips of it on Instagram every now and
are,
then.
are you interested in trying it out one of these days? I think Gary has it.
Oh, he does?
I haven't talked to him about it yet though. I just saw
Yeah.
it the other day.
Yeah, if we can get a group, I'd be down.
Cool. Yeah, sounds fun. Sounds really fun. Um, all right, yeah, let's jump into the release radar. Some new games and DLC announcements, and games releasing this week. I just want to start off with this one. August 7th, we had a shadow drop, dude. That was the day that we were recording last week, I believe. Right? That was last Thursday.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so
7
yeah,
days ago.
last week, the day we recorded, they shadow dropped Heretic+Hexen. By id Software and Night Dive Studios. They dropped it for PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Switch. I just want to say I remember playing Hexen with my buddies in Canada when we were kids. Just the multiplayer, though. I've never played the single player. If you're not familiar with it, it's like an old school Doom game, but you can choose like a few different classes. It's like a medieval fantasy type setting. And yeah, oh, dude, I'm probably going to get this on the Switch. Which has, let's see here, 720p 60 frames per second handheld, 1080p 60 frames docked. That's good enough for me.
Nice.
It has online multiplayer up to 16 players or local 4-player split screen. Like I remember, that's what we were playing when I was a kid.
That kind of fucked me up, the 16-player multiplayer.
That's so cool, man.
I was like, damn, dude, that's sick as fuck.
And then it also has new content and features, 2 new episodes, enhanced soundtrack, new accessibility and quality of life options, in-game map for Hexen, behind-the-scenes content, curated section of featured mods by the dev team. Cool. Mods on the Switch. That's dope. And you can toggle between new and classic versions. So I just wanted to throw that out there real quick, but the rest of this we can just kind of like burn through, and then at the end of the list we can talk about whatever we want. But yeah, Hexen fucking rules, man. I loved that shit as a kid. I'm very much looking forward to playing this. I'm probably gonna get that on the Switch either today or later on this week or something. I really want to check that out.
Yeah, I was checking out the trailer for this one earlier, and I liked it so much that I added it to my wish list on Steam. So I will get it eventually.
Hell yeah, dude. All right. What do you got for this week, though? Yeah.
18th, we have Stick It to the Stick Man by Free Lives coming out for PC.
Then August 19th, we got Shantae Advance. I think that's how you say it. Shantae or Shantae Advance?
Shantae, I think.
Shantae, yeah. Sounds right. Risky Revolution by Way Forward comes to PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and Switch. Also, Delta Force by Team Jade comes to PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and Sword of the Sea by Giant Squid comes to PC and PS5.
Nice. Then August 20th, we have Black Myth Wukong by Game Science coming out for Xbox Series X and S 1 year after its release on PlayStation 5.
Exactly 1 year.
And then, exactly 1 year.
Yeah.
And then same day, we have August 20th, we have Voidbreaker by Stubby Games. Launches into early access on PC. August 21st, we have Discounty by Crinkle Cut Games coming out for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and Switch. And then we have Grit and Valor 1949 by Milky Tea Studios coming out for PSVR 2, MetaQuest, and Steam VR. And then lastly, on August 21st, we have Hurdling by Okomotive coming out for Switch.
Any of these speaking to you?
Voidbreaker looks really cool. I actually added that one to my wish list on Steam.
Yeah, that one does look cool.
Yeah, Shantae Advanced also, I added that to my wish list. I love those old Game Boy Advance style games.
Have you ever played any of the Shantae games? I've been really curious.
No, I've never played any of them.
I heard they're kind of like platformers / Metroidvania-ish type games. Sounds fun. It looks cute. Might check that out at some point. Oh,
yeah,
dude.
go
ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I like how it looks visually.
Yeah, the
Like
art style
the
is really
2D
cute.
sprites, yeah, really nice.
Very cute. Yeah. Dude, I looked at this one, Stick It to the Stick Man.
Hmm.
That game looks fucking sick, dude. It looks
I
so good.
agree.
And figures Devolver Digital is publishing the game. Like, they're so fucking awesome, man. They have good taste in games. They publish
Absolutely.
some good shit. Stick
Yeah,
it
I,
to the
I added
stick,
this
man.
one to my wish list.
I want that shit. That looks so fun. I love
It
that
kind
shit.
of reminds me of like one of those old JavaScript like games you would play on like
Yeah,
addictinggames.com or like Newgrounds.
exactly. Yeah, and,
Yeah,
and but it
reminds me
looks
of that.
it looks so much more modern, but with that same
Yeah.
vibe. Yeah, 100%. That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Yeah, the trailer gave me that same vibe.
Yeah, good call out, man. That's those were my thoughts exactly, man. That Herdly one we're gonna hear about a few times later on. Uh that was like shown at the indie showcase. It's gonna be like day one Game Pass or something like that. I forget which one, but we're gonna hear about Herdling a couple more times. Um, what was another one? Oh yeah, Black Myth
Grit,
Wukong. That's cool.
Grit and Valor 1949 I added to my Steam wish list because it's coming out for VR, but you can get like the just the normal game, which is
Yeah,
like a strategy. I actually didn't even go into much D. No, not D. Grit. What is it called? Grit and what?
Grit and Valor. Yeah,
Grit and
1949. It
Valor.
did
I
look
need to
like a
check it
like a
out.
real time strategy type game. That's what I got from the trailer, but I didn't look too far into it.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I added
hmm
it to my wish list. Strategy. Yeah, real time tactics, roguelite.
Yeah, that shit
Cool.
looks dope, man.
It
Um,
does. It looks really cool. I like the art style and like the whole aesthetic of it.
Also, I want to throw a bone over to Sword of the Sea. Kind of looks like
Mm.
they took the most fun section of the game Journey and made a whole game around it. Totally not complaining. Looks great. I added that one to the wish list. I love Journey. Journey was so good. I haven't tried their other games, but yeah, this one I might fuck with at some point.
Yeah, me too. I love the cell shading art style in this one. It looks really cool.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's see Freebie forecast if you got nothing else.
Yes,
Any of these
sir.
other
Let's
ones?
move on. Freebie foreskin.
Yes, sir. Epic Game Store this week we got Hidden Folks by Adrienne De Jong.
Dijon? Is that
I hope
French?
I'm pronouncing that right. Maybe Adrienne De Jong.
Adrian Dijon.
Maybe I don't know. Anyways, the write up for that one says search for hidden folks in hand drawn interactive miniature landscapes. Unfurl tent flaps, cut through bushes, slam doors, and poke some crocodiles. Roar!
Roar.
With like 5 exclamation points. I wasn't about to scream my lungs out there.
Would have
Um,
scared your cats, bro.
yeah, no shit. And then totally reliable delivery service by Weir 5 Games. That one says delivery attempted. Totally reliable delivery service is a ragdoll physics simulation about terrible package delivery couriers. The people that deliver my Amazon packages work together using odd machinery, useful gadgets, and the wonders of physics to reliably deliver packages to their destination.
That one
uh,
looks silly.
yeah, Hidden Folks actually has some really good reviews on Steam. Yeah, free on Epic. I
Excellent.
obviously I added both of them to my library because fuck it, they're free.
They're free. You might as well.
That's it. What do we got this week? One thing for Nintendo Online, bro.
Yes,
Not
we
sure.
have.
Not sure if you've ever heard of this one. I've never heard of this one, but
I have seen it. I do remember seeing it when I was a wee lad. It was one of those like it was one of those GameCube games that came out with the GameCube, I think. It
oh,
comes out
was it?
August 21st. Yeah, it's Chibi Robo. Will be added to the GameCube Classics collection. Yeah,
That's
Chibi
pretty
I
cool.
remember seeing Chibi Robo for the GameCube.
When
Never
oh, go ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say I never owned it, but I always wanted to play it. It's one of
Uh,
those.
you gonna try it out? You think?
Yeah, I think I'll give it a shot. It looks
You know,
cute.
some people on Reddit when I got this little this little news blurb in the in Reddit saying like, hey, they're adding Chibi Robo to Nintendo Online this week or whatever. Um,
Hmm.
or it was when it was announced. I saw it on Reddit first, and the people in the comments were some of them were just like, dude, this is one of the best fucking games ever. Like people really love this shit. So You're probably in for a good time if you check that one out. But
Hell yeah, dude. I think it's getting a sequel, isn't it? It's like a new
I,
Chibi Robot game, isn't there?
I don't know. I have
Let me
no
see.
idea. This is the first time I've ever heard of that game. Doing some research. We're doing it live. Fuck it, we're doing it live.
I want to say there was another game.
While you're looking for that, Xbox Game Pass, August 21st. That hurdling game by Okomotive. It's going to be day one Game Pass. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of earlier. So, yeah, Xbox Game Pass.
Hurdling. By the way, I was wrong. I don't think there is another Chibi Robo game.
All right. Well, heard it here.
All right. Moving on to PlayStation Plus.
This is kind of a long list. I'm going to kick back.
Si, senor. All righty. Please be my guest. All right. For PlayStation Plus, we have for the Extra and Premium, all available August 19th, we've got Mortal Kombat 1 coming to PS5, developed by NetherRealm Studios. Marvel's Spider-Man coming to PS5 and PS4, developed by Insomniac Games. Sword of the Sea, PlayStation 5, developed by Giant Squid. This is a day one release on the service. Earth Defense Force 6 coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, developed by Sandlot. Unicorn Overlord, PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, developed by Vanillaware. Atelier Riza 3, Alchemist of the End and the Secret Key, coming to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, developed by Koei Tecmo. Indica, coming to PS5, developed by Odd Meter. Harold Halibut, coming to PlayStation 5, developed by Slow Brothers or Slow Bros. And then we have Coral Island coming to the PlayStation 5, developed by Stairway Games. And then for the PlayStation Plus Classics catalog, premium only, we have Resident Evil 2, the PS1 original, developed by Capcom. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, PlayStation 1 original again, developed by Capcom. And then additionally, PlayStation Plus premium subscribers will also get a game trial for Death Stranding 2 on the Beach, developed by Kojima Productions. Kojima.
Yeah, I forgot to throw it in there, but I think it's like a 5-hour trial or something like that.
Do you think that's a good enough time for people to get their feet wet?
To get a feel for what the game has to offer, yeah, totally, yeah.
Good.
I think you can get an idea of what whether or not the game will be for you in 5 hours. I think, yeah, totally.
See, yeah, I think so too. A lot of good games on this list, honestly.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Sword of the Sea Day 1, Earth Defense Force 6 calls to me, bro. I remember playing, I think, Earth Defense Force 4. I remember that game specifically though because it killed Tanya's laptop. When we were like in the early stages of our relationship, I made her play Earth Defense Force with me, the fourth one, and her laptop would run so hot, bro. Just trying to play that game, I felt so bad because it killed it completely. She couldn't even turn it on.
Have you played the? Wow, I just had this really hard, fucking deja vu feeling. Have I asked you this before? Have we had this conversation before about Earth Defense Force 6? Because I was just about to ask you, did you skip? Because you just said, oh yeah, Earth Defense 4. I was gonna ask you, did you skip 5 and blah blah blah? And then I was getting this really hard deja vu feeling, like we've already had this conversation before. But anyways,
say we have talked. I know we've talked about Earth Defense Force before, but it wasn't anything. I think I just mentioned it in a passing conversation. But I think this is the newest one in the installment.
Yeah, that was weird.
I enjoyed 4 a lot.
Did you play 5?
I did not play 5.
Deja vu be damned. Okay. Did you play 5? No. Okay. but you're considering this one?
Yeah, I'm considering hopping into 6, even if I have to play by myself.
Yeah, they really do have a pretty decent lineup here. Mortal Kombat 1, that's awesome. Spider-Man, Sword of the Sea, Earth Defense Force, Unicorn Overlord. Yeah, I see you highlighting that.
Fuck, bro. It looks so sick.
Yeah, Gary was gushing about that one when he first got that. Indica looked like a really interesting idea. Something about like a nun.
It looked wacky as fuck. I
It's
couldn't. The
it's
trailer was
interesting.
so confusing, but
Yeah.
in a confusing. I think to its benefit though.
Yeah, a lot of people were really stoked on it as long as you're okay with walking sims. Same thing with Harry or Harold Halibut. They said
Harold
that's
Halibut.
kind of a walking sim story rich type game. But yeah, if that's your
Very
style,
cool claymation style like game.
yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely like the art style for that one for sure. Kind of
Coral
reminded me.
Island. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, that's okay. It reminded me a little bit of the style that you would get from Double Fine games like Psychonauts and shit like that. Kind of
Yeah.
gave me that vibe, very slightly with the art style. But,
Hmm.
and
And yeah, and
yeah,
that
yeah, I
last
was gonna
one
say, what were you saying about Coral Island? Sorry.
that looks like a game, oddly enough, that I think could be really addicting. It
uh,
looks like it's got a lot going for it.
kind of like a Stardew Valley type situation.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, those games are dangerous for me, man. They can eat my
Mhm.
life away.
Bro, any game that has like a fishing mini game for me is just
Oh yeah.
I'm lost. I get lost. I don't know what it is about like virtual fishing, but I get lost completely.
Do you think you'd
Like
be
that.
interested in a card game or like a board game fishing game? Because I have one in mind that's on Tabletop Sim. It's called Deep Regrets, and
I would have
I've
to
been wanting to
see
play it.
how it plays out.
Okay, yeah. There's actually a video on YouTube where the guy who created the game he's explaining how you play it. It looks
Mhm.
really cool, really fun. Um, yeah, and it's on Tabletop Sim.
Yeah,
Get Tabletop Sim.
I'd be willing to check it out.
Oh, speaking of which, I just looked at the camera and I was just like, "Hey, buy Tabletop Sim," and I'm just like, I've been mentioning that in like every episode. You have not been mentioning Xenoblade Chronicles for a few episodes now. Shame on you,
Yeah. Well, do I have a surprise for you?
ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. What's up?
Well, I'll mention it to you later though. Oh wait.
Okay. Yeah,
No, no,
right
no, no.
now.
Yeah, I will. I will. No, 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 no. After the what are we playing?
Yeah, what are we
Should we
playing,
move
bro?
on? Did you have anything else to say about these wonderful games on the PlayStation catalog? Maybe
I got nothing.
yeah, I was gonna say it's mostly just PlayStation catalog. They're gonna fuck ton of good shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Uh
people are eating pretty good over there right now. That's really cool.
yeah, I would say so.
Got a lot to
Um
choose from. But yeah, what are
do
you
you
playing?
do you want to start off with the Battlefield 6 beta? Because I'm kind of curious to hear your thoughts.
Sure. You haven't played it yet, right?
No, I haven't touched it yet.
Okay. So right out of the gate, I'll say that I had a really great time when I was playing.
Mhm.
I stuck with the support class for the most part, but this weekend I'll try to branch out and toy around with the others. The feel of the game is good. I felt right at home with the movement and everything. Mind you, I play exclusively with a controller because I never really took the time to learn mouse and keyboard for anything other than like Roller Coaster Tycoon and the Sims type games.
Yeah.
There's an aim assist that's on by default for controller users, so you can leave that on if you like. I turned it down because it was a little too, you know, I turned it down to half and it felt like less of an aim bot. But
Mhm.
I guess they did that so that controller users would actually be able to maybe compete with the preciseness and speed of a mouse user.
Yeah.
Um, the visuals were good, performance was solid. Um, I didn't have
How was
any game crashes, bugs, or glitches at all. What were you gonna say?
how was the connectivity to the servers?
I had
Do you
no
have any
problem
issues
at
with that?
all. No,
No.
no. It was kind of daunting at first because I remember when I first turned the beta on, it gave me this little pop up screen that said, "There's a you are now in the queue, and there are 12,000, like literally 12,500, some fucking ridiculous number of people ahead of me." And I was like, "What?" So I'm like, "I'm never gonna be able to play this." And within like 2 minutes, it dropped me in, and then
Nice.
yeah, I was like, okay, cool. And I played with Maximus. We were playing together, and we had no problem, no disconnections, no issues. We were both in there. Uh,
Were you
no
guys
problems
able
at
to
all.
like party up and everything?
Yeah,
Like no problem whatsoever?
yeah, we were squatted up the whole time, man.
Nice.
Um,
That's good to hear.
yeah, yeah. It all that shit was very very solid. They did a great job on that. Let's see. I played mainly Conquest since it usually encompasses a larger play area, more players, usually like 64 players,
Nice.
maybe more.
32
Uh,
on 32.
Something like that. Yeah, yeah. I want to say at least. Then there are longer matches, and there's a good mix of infantry, land, and air vehicles. But I also played some Breakthrough and Domination.
Hmm.
Domination isn't really what I'm looking for in Battlefield, though. For anyone who doesn't know, it's like a smaller scale version of Conquest, and it focuses on infantry combat with up to, I think, 24 players, no vehicles. But in both modes, your goal is to capture and hold the control points until you reach a certain score.
Gotcha.
Full disclosure, I usually die a lot, and I am not the best with kills, hence my love for these support classes. I can still
Mhm.
I can still end some games at the very top of the scoreboard just based on playing my class and going for the objectives. That's what I do. And if I get some kills, great. Um, I had a round where me and one other person in my squad were able to take an objective by ourselves by using a downed chopper as cover, and we were just killing everybody who tried to stop us, and we revived each other when we were downed. It was so fucking chaotic, and I'm so bad at these games, so the whole time I was panicking, and by the end of it I couldn't believe that we were still alive and killed as many people as we did. Man, it was fucking awesome. It was such a cool moment. Um let's see. Taking a look at my notes here. Oh yeah, there are some things that I wasn't too fond of, like like you mentioned, the sniper shit. The sniper
Mhm.
glint itself is way too extreme.
Yeah.
Um, can you picture what I'm talking about? Like,
Yeah, I've seen videos of it.
yeah. So when a sniper is looking in your direction, it gives you that little glint, the little from their scope to give you a heads up, like, hey, you're being fucking looked at right now, bro. Um, in the older games, it didn't feel nearly as it looks like a fucking bright star is just
Yeah.
like everywhere,
Like
and
somebody's got their high beams on.
it's a little too extreme. Hopefully, they tone down that, because it also kind of makes it hard um to try to shoot back at them. Like you're not really too sure where to aim. Do you aim at the center of
Yeah.
this fucking star here? Um, yeah. So um, spotting enemy players feels a little too overdone. It felt like the entire enemy team of 30 plus people had little red dots over their heads for entire rounds, and I'm assuming it looked the same on the other end. It
Mhm.
became more of a game of shooting red dots than looking for enemies. It's like everybody had a fucking red dot over their heads like at all times. I knew where all the enemies were at all times. That was a little
It
much.
it wasn't like that in previous Battlefields, was it?
Mm-mm.
No, right?
No. And I'm not sure exactly what it is in this one because I didn't test too much out. But in the other games, I remember if you're looking at if I see a guy, he's like he's camping over there. I see him, and nobody else does. Instead of hitting the fire button, I can hit the bumper instead of the trigger, and I'll ping him basically. Like it'll then you'll have the little red dot over his head, and it'll stay there for maybe like 10 or
Mm.
15 seconds and so. But as it's there, everybody on my team can see this guy. Um,
Gotcha, because you called him out.
Basically, yeah. And
Mm.
but this feels a little too automatic. Like, um, I haven't really toyed around with this I think they're scouts, the scout class or whatever the snipers are, because I suck my ass off with fucking snipers. So I kind of steer clear of them. But I think they don't even really from what I've heard, they don't even really have to like spot somebody with a button. It's just like you kind of aim in someone's general direction, and it automatically just just starts lighting
I like
everybody
that.
up, and I'm just like, it's a little much, man. It's a little much.
Interesting.
I'm not too fond of that. Oh yeah, there was a match of Breakthrough that I played, and I was a part of the attacking team. And if you're not sure what Breakthrough is, it's basically like one team attacks and the other team defends one or a few control points. I think when we were
Mm.
playing Battlefield 1, it was similar. I think we played a round of was it called? Operations, where it's like you're trying to take over the sector and push the enemy back and like through the different
Yeah.
sectors. So this is
Yeah.
kind of like that. It's basically just a different name to it, but yeah, if the attacking team takes over all the control points, they win the sector, move on to the next. It's kind of like a tug of war, but the defending team just has to like deplete your team's respawn reserves to win. In this match, there was one control point to try and take on a map called Liberation Peak, and every single time I spawned, every single time, I saw sniper glints staring at me, and they were just taking me down immediately. Not just one. It was like it was an absolute
Multiple.
slaughter, dude. Yeah, it was just like
Hmm.
sniper glints as soon as I spawned. They were just staring at the fucking at the spawn point, just spawn killing us all, and it was a complete fucking slaughter. Um, there were folks online saying that it's no big deal and to just spam smoke grenades. You know, oh, just spam smoke grenades, no big deal. You know, get through all that shit. But I was under the impression that there wasn't going to be some meta loadout that you just have to abide by in order to stand a chance. You know, so maybe that was a fluke ass match. I don't know, but that stood out, and I wasn't a fan of that. Not just because we were getting our asses fucking reamed, but the spawn killing is never fun. Like unless you're the
No.
one doing it, and I sure as fuck
Yeah.
wasn't doing it.
Absolutely. It's very one-sided
Yeah,
in
it just
terms of pleasure.
yeah yeah. There was just
Very
that one.
infuriating.
It was like the one spawn point and the one capture point that every enemy in the game just had their fucking. They were staring at both of those spots at all times, and there was just no fucking chance, dude.
Really.
Yeah, that was pretty terrible. I'm also really not a fan of the like any class can use any weapon. I saw that there was like a conquest mode where weapons are locked to classes, but I personally think that that should have been the default conquest mode. In the other games, if you're a support class, you only have access to a certain kind, like these kinds of weapons. If you're a scout, you only have access to snipers and things like that. You know, like, but in this game, you can just any class can grab any fucking weapon, and that I think that's probably their way of trying to sell as many different skins to everybody as possible. I'm not a fan of it, but whatever. If the majority of people like it, then they're gonna keep it, you know. So I don't know. I might be in the minority there. I don't honestly know, but even with those gripes, I really enjoyed playing, and I can't wait to fucking jump back in. It was so much fun. Uh, yeah, I had a blast, man. I had a blast. There were so many moments where I was just like, dude, this is so fucking awesome, and then other moments where we were playing a match and we were ahead the whole fucking time, and right there at the end, the other team just kind of they just came back, just barely came back, and just overtook us right there at the end. And I was like, dude, they're probably fucking talking so much shit right now, dude. That was awesome, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's so cool, man. Love it. I'd love to hear everyone else's thoughts on the Battlefield 6 beta so far as well. So hit us up in the comments, man. Love to hear your thoughts. That's really all I wrote down for my couple of days, few hours. I want to say I put like maybe 4 or 5 hours into it last week.
Mm-hmm.
So
Playing
that's
the
all I got.
Battlefield beta.
Yeah, definitely looking
Nice.
forward to
Sounds like you
playing
had a good
more.
time.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was it
hell
was
yeah.
it was awesome, man. I would love to play more. And if you're down, I'd love to join up with you. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I'll have any time to play today. I will try though. I will try. But on to you, man. It says you're playing Donkey
Wait,
Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, dude.
Um, I don't remember what I was talking about last week with the game,
Hmm.
but I advanced further. Uh, what the hell was I talking about last week? What sub layer was I on?
I want to say you were saying something about 600 or 500.
Yeah,
There
I
was
think
there
I
was like
told you about that
snow. You were telling me about
at
like
work.
the snowy one.
Yeah. So I advanced to a part in the game where you have to decide which world, I guess you could call it, world you want to go to next. I ended up taking the route which was really snowy and covered with it's so funny. It had like the scoops of ice cream, like giant scoops of ice cream like different colored ice creams. Like on that side, I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool. And then the other side was just like thick, jungle forest, and I was like, that would be more appropriate for Donkey Kong, but I'm gonna go with the snow
Yeah.
because I like how that looks. So I went there. Cool mechanics. You can like ski and like you can really use like the surf turf ability a lot in
Hmm.
this one because it's got like these I guess like this you start at like the top of the level and then you can kind of like ski your way down
That must
using
be so fun.
yeah, it's so funny. Um and then this world is where you meet like the zebras because each domain has its own I guess resident of that
Okay.
layer.
Uh-huh.
So the first one you go to it was like monkeys,
Hmm.
like little chimps, and then you have your next layer you have like the little rock dudes. Oh shoot. Which dang, I'm already like forgetting the game. But I'm like it's because I'm being exposed to so many new things that I'm like forgetting about the previous layers.
Uh,
But yeah, the snow world they have the zebras. And they have this really funny ability because you have like ice bridges and
hmm.
like sometimes just entire like platforms made of ice
Hmm.
that crumble beneath your feet, and the only way you can get across them is if you run across it really quickly. But Donkey Kong can't do that because he's too big and he doesn't have like the leg strength to run across it really fast. But
Uh-huh.
the zebras can do that, and you can see that in cutscenes. Sometimes when you're like talking to them, they're like, "Hey, guy, you're not gonna be able to cross this bridge because you're not a zebra." And these motherfuckers turn around and like just start running across it, and I'm just like, "You motherfuckers!" It's just like they're like, "Oh, you gotta go talk to the elder," you know,
Hmm.
and like maybe he can get you across. And yeah, so that's kind of the quest I'm on right now. I'm trying to like talk to the elder zebra guy, and like you have it's kind of like a fire and ice type world too. It's mostly snow,
Hmm.
but you have portions of it where it's got like chocolate and like it's molten chocolate too. So it's like a you'll have like areas where it's just like rivers of lava or like just giant like a plateau of lava basically. But that's cool because you get to throw giant chunks of ice to like freeze it, and
Uh,
then it turns back into chocolate that allows like you can stand on it and everything, right?
so it
And
doesn't
that's
just look
kind
like
of
runny shit.
no, no, basically. Well, it that's the thing is it's not it's not runny chocolate. It looks like lava,
Hmm.
but when you freeze it, it turns back into chocolate.
Only in a Nintendo game, man. I swear.
Yeah. And the outfits in this one are really cool. Donkey Kong obviously stays naked because he's Donkey Kong. He's gotta stay naked, but
Yeah, he's
you
got his
can get
tie.
like a yeah,
Yeah.
essentially his tie and his pants, his slacks.
Hmm.
Um, but with Pauline, you can get her like a little parka that covers her up.
Hmm.
But the thing that gets me is she never wears any shoes, so
And
she's
that's
covered
the
in like
worst.
yeah, she's covered in these thick layers of clothing, but she's not wearing shoes. She's barefoot in the cold. I'm just like,
Like you
you
fool.
defeated the purpose, you fool. You're gonna die of hypothermia. You're gonna have fucking frostbite.
Yeah, dude, just gonna lose her fucking feet.
hmm
Stupid child.
I want to say I mentioned this in the previous episode, but as you progress through the story, Pauline becomes a little bit more comfortable around you as DK.
Hmm.
You can get there's these little rest areas that you get in the game where if you talk to one of the forgot the name of the species of these little rock characters, but they're like excuse me.
Bless you.
I want to say they're called tectones or something like that. They're like little crystal rocks that are like sentient. They talk to you and stuff.
Hmm.
But there's one that you can find that's shaped like a house, and if you pay a certain amount of gold, you can get these house tectones to make little rooms inside of like a wall.
Uh.
Um, and it's really funny because if you find enough of them, because there's multiple scattered throughout like a single layer, and the more that you unlock, the better they become. You know, there's different like levels and tiers to them.
Uh-huh.
So the higher tier that you go, you unlock different things for that little cottage that they make for you inside the wall. And you
Mm-hmm.
even get your own butler that acts like it's really convenient because it acts as like the shops. Because in those layers you'll find at the center you'll find little shopping areas where you can buy outfits and you can buy like bananium gems. Um you can even buy like some of the items there, like the juices
Mm-hmm.
and shit, and like the little balloons that
Give you life
I
or
don't think I've
whatever?
mentioned. Yeah, the balloons kind of give you like when you fall, like say you fall off of the side of the world,
Uh-huh.
um it's basically a pit, but the balloons are there to save you. They carry you back up.
Okay. Yeah,
So
just
yeah,
like the
they are
country
kind of like
games.
extra lives, pretty much.
Okay. Cool.
Um, you can buy those things there, but yeah, the butler kind of encompasses all of those things, and you can just buy anything that you would need. You just go to your butler, and he'll provide it for you.
That's dope.
Yeah, and he'll be like, "Oh, since I was such a good butler, maybe you think maybe throwing in a couple extra gold my way wouldn't hurt?" And it does. It
He's
gives you the
sitting there
choice
doing this to
whether,
you.
yeah,
Come on.
and it gives you the choice whether you want to give him a tip or not. And I usually say yeah because he's like he's a really cool dude. But one time I accidentally hit the B button too fast, so I said no, and he's like, "Aw."
It just made you feel like shit. Next time you
Yeah,
better fucking just rain on him, dude.
yeah. I'll give him a bunch of gold. But
Yeah.
I totally like went away from my point. Pauline,
Mm-hmm.
um, you can choose to nap at these little cottages,
Mm-hmm.
and Pauline, she'll sometimes talk to you when you're sleeping
Uh-huh.
or napping, and she'll at first she starts off really like stressed out and worried. You know, like you can tell she's a worrywart. But she seems to be getting more comfortable with you as the story progresses because she'll kind of become like a little chatterbox later on in the game. You know, she gets really comfy with DK. Like she starts like telling him about like all the stuff that she's noticing like within the layers. Like there was one that stuck out in my mind. She starts talking about like all the lizards and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because you're kind of underground and there's these little lizards that you see from time to time kind of crawling around, and she's like, oh, there's a lizard there on the roof, and like, oh, there's another one. But yeah, she's starting to become a more excitable type of character as the story progresses.
Okay. And DK
Yeah,
is a good listener. He probably does. He still just make his little kind of fucking like
yeah,
noises. All right.
he doesn't talk, he's just like his
Fucking Donkey Kong.
standard DK noises. But yeah, I'm really liking the game, dude. It's got a lot of character. It's really cool. I love
Yeah.
how expressive DK is. I love Pauline and the little conversations she likes to have with DK, even though he can't like respond to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'd
love
love to play that on the Switch, man. I just can't, man. Fuck. I'm gonna have to wait so
yeah.
long.
Whenever you get the chance to play it, dude, play it. I think you'll
Oh, I
really,
will.
really enjoy it.
I
Yeah.
will. 100%. 100%.
Oh, you know what? I remember now. The world with the mine carts, the cowboy world. That's the world that I was skipping because I was trying to like piece the layers together in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember the sublayer 100 was like the where all the water was, and the monkeys were like fishing for gold and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was kind of like a throwaway, or like kind of like an in between world. Um, and then it was the canyon, the cowboy world, as I like to call it. And then it was the divide, which is where you get to choose where you go next. And
Mm-hmm.
then after that, immediately it's the what'd you call it, the snow world with the ice
Okay.
cream cones everywhere and the molten lava that's chocolate. Um, I wanted
Molten
to mention
fucking.
the canyon again. There was a point to this because when you reach the very bottom of that layer, because each
Uh-huh.
layer, fuck, each layer is broken into like further sub layers, like smaller categories.
Uh-huh.
And once you reach the very bottom of that like canyon layer, you have like a mine cart, like a proper mine cart level where
That's
you're like
dope.
traveling through like mine carts. You're side scrolling basically, and you have like these explosive rocks that you can collect on your mine cart. And you can like chuck them in shit to like defeat enemies or like find hidden like secrets around you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And like that's actually a part of like how you how you fight some of the bosses, or not. Well, one of the bosses at the end of the game, or I guess at the end of that level, you fight a boss where you have to kind of like chuck rocks and shit at him while he's like putting up these walls and like, yeah, it's not very hard. I have yet to find a boss that's like giving me a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they're not really that difficult. They're just kind of like, if I just continue to swing my arms and like punch shit, you're gonna die eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been kind of hearing. I would absolutely love those minecart sections, though. Absolutely. Those have always been some of my favorite moments in Donkey Kong games. Those
Yeah.
and like the automatic barrels or the ones that you have to like time it and shoot yourself. So fucking dope, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm getting a real kick out of this one.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear it, man. Do you think you're about halfway through it, or do you have any notion as to how far into it you are?
I have absolutely no idea, but I
Okay.
hope I'm not halfway through.
Okay.
I want to continue to enjoy the game. Every time I pick up my Switch, bro, I don't want to put it down.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, brother. I feel you.
Mm. But yeah, that's it for me. That's all I got.
Okay. Oh yeah, dude. I'm really glad you're liking it, man. Um, looking forward to hearing more about it. Unless any of this stuff we're about to be talking about here soon grabs you and takes you away from it for a moment. Who's to fucking say, man?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, with that said, let's jump into the rumor mill. There was only one rumor that I found that I was even like remotely interested in. I think you might like this one.
Hey,
Number one and number only. Prominent leaker Dusk Golem has indicated that the next Resident Evil remakes will be Resident Evil 0, a 2002 game, and Resident Evil Code Veronica, a 2000 game, both developed and published by Capcom. According to the leak, the remakes are scheduled for release in 2027 and 2028, though the specific order is not yet known. While this information is based on rumors rather than an official announcement, Dusk Golem has a fairly reliable history of leaking details about the Resident Evil franchise. Fans have particularly been anticipating a remake of Code Veronica because of its importance to the overall series storyline, which bridges the events of the earlier games with Resident Evil 5.
I
Um, are you familiar with this guy? I looked into it, and apparently he accurately leaked details about Resident Evil Village, like there being a tall vampire mommy in there, and then about
mhm.
Resident Evil 7 being first person and more horror focused. But he's also been wrong about some shit, so as always, it's important to remain skeptical and just
Mhm.
have fun with the speculation aspect. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you familiar with this guy at all?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, do you have any have you played Code Veronica, or did you have maybe a hope as to which game was going to be next on the remake list for these guys?
Which game was the one that took place on the train? Was that Resident Evil 0?
I've never played Zero or Code Veronica, so I don't know. It might have been one of those.
I want to say it's Resident Evil 0. I think I played that, but like a really shitty version of it on the Wii.
And so that one
Let me
deserves
see.
a remake, huh?
I I think so. Yeah, this is definitely the one that I played because I think it's what Claire. Is it Claire Redfield? Who are the characters? And then Billy Cohen, right? Yeah, it was on the Wii. I did play this. Yeah, I hope that one gets remade. I
Zero.
actually I say it's shitty, but I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always better, I think, to remake the ones that really fucking need it. You know, if that
Yeah,
one
absolutely.
had promise but it was kind of shit, yeah, remake that one. But you know,
Rebecca
I was
Chambers.
actually convinced that they were gonna remake Resident Evil 1 again. I know they already remade it once upon a time, but this time with the same treatment that they gave, RE2, 3, and 4. But now, I don't know. I've never played Zero or Code Veronica, like I just said, so I'm just as excited about these as I would have
Mhm.
been for the first one. Um,
Do you, do you think they'll be remasters or remakes?
no remakes,
Like
man.
how 2 and 3. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Like what
what
they did with 2 and 3.
what Dusk Golem is saying is basically, yeah, like the same kinds of remakes that we've been getting from Capcom. So that's so
Nice.
exciting. I don't care which
That's
ones, man.
exciting. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Also, I completely butchered the name of the. It's not Claire Redfield who's the main character. It's Rebecca Chambers and Billy Cohen.
Okay. Yeah. Never
I
heard of
was
those characters.
50-50.
Um, I think it would make more sense if he's right, obviously, to do 0 first and then Code Veronica if the next remake they do after that is 5, right?
Yeah.
Since he said Code Veronica kind of bridges the gap between the old games and the new
Mhm.
one, so if he does
Yeah.
0
So
first,
zero
then Code
first, then Code
Veronica,
Veronica,
then maybe
then
5
Resident Evil
after that.
5. Dude, that's gonna be so fun. A remake, a remaster, or a remake of Resident Evil 5.
I mean, at this point, it's going to be so far out. I'm trying not to think too hard on that, but yeah. I mean, otherwise, I would say for timeline's sake, do 0, then remake 1, then Code Veronica, then 5, right?
Mhm.
But I don't know. They're
Yeah.
probably saving 1 for a very special day. I don't know.
One was remade, I think, a decade ago, right? In 2015.
I don't remember exactly when. You could be right, but I know it was remade, but not to the extent as like 2, 3, and 4 so far,
Mhm.
and all these guys. So I'm hoping that they eventually do get back around to 1 and remake it in that same fashion. I don't know if they will. Who fucking knows? But either way, I'm just happy to see them keeping this train moving along because they've been doing such a great job with remaking their games, and I'm happy to keep having more to look forward to from them. So keep on
Yeah,
doing what you're doing,
absolutely.
Capcom. Fucking loving it all.
Yeah. Me
Um,
too.
well, this week in the news, we had fucking jack shit. It's been a really chill week in terms of news. So we're just going to quickly read off the games that were shown at the recent Nintendo Indie World Showcase, which aired August 7th.
I,
And afterwards, Oscar and I will just discuss the ones that interested us the most. So I'm sure you see this little layout. Like we just kind of like, you read one, I read one. We just kind of go back and forth.
yeah,
And then
back
like
and forth. Hell
yeah,
yeah.
once we're at the bottom, we'll kind of go back and talk about whichever ones we liked. So,
Jinx, you owe me a cock.
take it away. You owe me some cack, some conk and beppis.
Yeah, some gonkin beppis. Munch my gunch. um, First off, on the indie showcase, we had a very nice reveal of Mina the Hollower by Yacht Club Games, coming to October 31st, 2025 for Switch 1 and 2.
And then next up was Well Dweller by Kyle Thompson. Comes out 2026 for Switch.
Hype. And then we have Neverway by Cold Blood Incorporated, coming out in 2026 for Switch.
And then Herdling Okomotive releases August 21st of this year on the Switch.
Hype. And then next we have Is This Seat Taken by, is that Poti Poti or Poti Poti?
Looks like Pody
It
Pody.
was
Pody
Poti Poti Studio. Available now on Switch.
Then Little Kitty Big City by Double Dagger Studio. The Picture Perfect update was announced. Should release sometime before the end of 2025 for the Switch.
Hype. And then next we have Content Warning by Skog, coming out 2026 for Switch 1 and 2.
And then Ball X Pit is what I'm going to call that. Ball X Pit by Kenny Sun releases October 15th, 2025 for the Switch 1. And then it releases sometime this fall for Switch 2.
Hype. And then next we have Ultimate Sheep Raccoon by Clever Endeavor Games. I like that. Coming out winter 2025 for Switch 1 and 2.
And then Glaciered by Studio Snowblind this holiday for Switch 2. It's a time console release, time console exclusive. Yeah.
Hi. Next we have Winter Burrow by Pine Creek Games, coming out 2025 for Switch.
And then Undusted Letters from the Past by 5 Minute Lab, I'm guessing that is. Comes out this October for Switch.
Tiny Bookshop. I don't know why that confused me. By Neoludic Games.
Mm-hmm.
Available now on Switch.
Then Caves of Cud by Freehold Games. This winter, 2025. dropping for the Switch.
Then we got Strange Antiquities by Bad Viking. Ooh, he's a bad Viking.
So bad.
It's coming out
So
September 17th, 2025 for Switch.
And then Opus Prism Peak by Sigono this fall, 2025, for Switch 1 and 2.
And then we got Go-Go Town by Prideful Sloth coming spring 2026 for Switch.
And finally, UFO 50 by Mossmouth, available now for Switch, man. Talk to me, man. Which of these were grabbing you in the nether regions?
Obviously, Mina the Hollower had me pitching a tent because that shit looks sick, and I can't wait to play it.
Definitely.
Neverway didn't look that bad either, honestly. That one really grabbed my attention because I like the whole otherworldly what is that genre called? Like the Bloodborne fucking the aliens that are inconceivable.
Like the
The Lovecraftian?
Lovecraftian horror type. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very cool, man.
I
think
love that shit.
that's the one that was the pixel artist for Celeste, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Looks beautiful. I
Yeah,
love how
really good.
Every scene looked like they were trying to use as few colors as they possibly could. It made a very cool aesthetic. Kind of looked like an old school Game Boy Color game almost, you know? Like modern,
bit, yeah.
obviously, but yeah, definitely have my eyes on that one. I didn't want to gloss over Mina the Hollower. That is definitely a day one for me, man.
Absolutely.
It's a Switch ass game, so I'll be getting it on the Switch, man. 100%. Dude, Shovel Knight was so fucking good, bro, in everything it did. The folks at Yacht Club are incredibly talented, and I couldn't be more excited for this game. Like the art, the gameplay, the music, it just teleports me back to my childhood. And my only hope is that they don't stay with this title for as long as they did with Shovel Knight and kind of move on to their next big project. Granted, they kept adding more great content to an already wonderful fucking game, but the gap between Shovel Knight and Mina will be over 11 years, dude.
Yeah, the long gap.
Yeah, I'm just a little selfish in that regard, and I don't want to have to wait 10 years or whatever for whatever's next, man. I love your work. You give me that masterful shit you've been working on, and I'll hand you over however much money you're asking for. Looking at you, Ken Levine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me my Judas.
Like, really cemented themselves like in the industry.
Yeah, they're amazing, dude. They're amazing. Whatever they make, I'm gonna buy it. 100%. They're fucking masters, bro. Oh yeah.
What else piqued your interest, bud?
Well Dweller, 100%. That game looks so good, bro. Fucking, I absolutely love the adorable and creepy art. And these are the same folks that made a game called Crypt Custodian, which is a game that I've had on my radar for a really long time. So I might finally pull the trigger and grab that on the Switch. They also made a game called Islets, which I think is how you pronounce that, which Epic gave away for free at some point. I have that in my library. And Kyle Thompson games all have crazy good reviews on Steam, so I have no doubt that Well Dweller is going to be a fucking winner.
I'm looking at it right now. It does look really cool.
Yeah,
really
super
creepy.
fucking... Yeah, cute and creepy, dude. Love
cute
it.
And creepy.
Absolutely love it. The little bird. And then Crypt Custodian, you're playing as a cat. He's like... I don't know, got to clean up I don't know, fucking the fucking, I don't know.
Let me look this one up right now.
Why the hell a graveyard? I was like, why is the word? See, that's what happens when you grow up and you smoke a lot of pot and you drink a lot of alcohol. Your fucking brain cells are killing each other constantly, and you forget basic words like a graveyard.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Seriously, don't do drugs, don't drink, don't do any of that shit. Don't be like me. I mean, I quit smoking a long time ago, but still, like, I'm still drinking once in a while, and this is what it does. This is what happens. This is the face. Oh, yeah. This is the face of someone who has like very few brain cells left. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say similar art style. I can definitely tell that this studio, like, it's a similar studio.
Yeah. And I'm kind of confused. I don't know if this is this Kyle Thompson a single person studio. I don't know. I need to look into that. But whatever.
Kyle Thompson.
Whether Kyle Thompson is a single person studio or Kyle Thompson is just a cool name for the studio, I don't know.
It's just a
But
single person, bro. He is talented as fuck.
yeah, I'm saying like their fucking games are their games get really great reviews. Um, you know what's funny? I actually bought Is This Seat Taken the other day on the Switch.
Yeah.
But I haven't tried it yet. It was only like $10. I thought it would be a really good game for, being on the treadmill. The little characters, they kind of reminded me of that game Snipper Clips. You ever play that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that one.
No, I don't think I've ever played Snipper Clips.
Yeah, it's a little puzzle game for two players on the Switch. Chelsea and I played it together, and she's not
Oh.
she's not super in tune with puzzle games like I am. But she's really good at following directions. So as soon as I have an idea, I'm like, okay, come here, cut me, and then I'll cut you, and then you stand there. And then so she's like really good at following directions. So we were able to beat it together, and it's a really charming little game. Yeah. So I bought Is This Seat Taken mainly for the treadmill. It looks like a really cute little game. What can I say? I like puzzle games, all kinds of puzzle games.
It grabbed my eye too. It looked really fun.
Yeah, really cute, really simple.
Yeah.
And if you don't say it, I'm gonna say it. So I'm gonna give you a second here on the last big one here.
Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. Is that what you were talking about, or were you talking about Little Kitty Big City?
No, dude, I was talking about UFO 50.
UFO 50. I gotta watch.
I gotta
rewatch the trailer.
Dude, is this
one.
the first time you're hearing about that game?
I mean, I watched the indie direct, but I completely forgot about this one. Well, if I'm going to be honest.
That was I was so happy to see that one make the show. Since I've heard nothing but great things about this game. It's been on Steam for a while, and people are just gushing about it. It's basically a big game that has 50 little games in it, and some people are calling it game design the game. It's like all these games are so fucking good and fun and addicting, and they're saying most people you'll probably find like 3 or 4 out of the 50 that you just can't fucking put down. But all of them are very fun and very engaging. It's $25, but apparently worth every fucking penny. And
really,
I'm probably gonna end up buying this one later on today for the Switch. I was so happy to see that one on there. Yeah, I'm very excited. I might play this and hopefully have something to say about it next week. Because this one, Hexen, Is This Seat Taken? Like, I really want to play all these. So kind of getting pulled away from Death Stranding 2, and I really don't want to. I need to put some more time into that and hopefully finish that up soon. But I don't know. These are tickling me, bro. I want them.
Yeah, man. A lot of good games. Too many, in fact. We gotta prioritize.
Yeah, dude. Maybe I'll toy around with UFO 50 right before bed or something. Maybe that'll be a good right before bed.
That would be a great bedtime game.
Yeah, I think I might do that.
A wind down.
Did you have anything else to say about any of these games here?
No.
Did you want to talk about Ultimate Sheep Raccoon? I love the name. I don't get it though. It's definitely not for me kind of game. But
no, let's move on.
Ball X Pit actually looked kind of cool too. A little bullet hell type of game, but I don't think I'd have the patience for it. Looks really cool though.
I'm just kidding. I don't want to move on. I want to talk about Ultimate Sheep Raccoon. But you're right. Ball Pit also looks really cool.
Tiny Bookshop.
The reason
Go ahead. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say the reason Ultimate Sheep Raccoon looked interesting to me is because it's an 8-player game, and I'm always looking for stuff like that.
Like just get a big old crew together. And...
Yeah, couch co-op crew, like 8 people playing on the same screen. I love shit like that. I have this really fun game called Pico Park.
Mm-hmm. I've never heard of that one. Mm-mm.
It's so fun, dude. It's just a puzzle game, and like having 8 players like trying to figure out one puzzle is so chaotic,
dude.
But really funny at the same time, dude. It's a fantastic game.
Is that on the? You have that on the Switch? And
I have that on the Switch.
Have you played it through?
Yeah, I beat it. I've beaten it.
did you play it solo? You and Tanya and
I've
some other
I've
folks? What?
beaten it. I've beaten it with all 8 players
Oh
at the
no
same
shit.
time.
Were you playing
Yeah.
online?
No, yeah, I just had a big group of friends over.
That's fucking
I played
sick,
this one a
dude.
long, long time ago, but I
Well,
played
if
this one I think before I even moved to Arizona.
oh, dude, so if you were to play it again with maybe the next time we all come together, I absolutely adore puzzle games. So if it's been long enough to where you think you're not gonna remember all the solutions, I'd love to join you, man. That'd be
No,
so
I
sick.
I definitely want to play this one. There's actually a second game. I didn't even know there was a sequel to Pico Park. There's a Pico
Pico
Park
Park.
2.
I was
Yeah,
just about I was literally just about to ask you to say that one more time so I can write it down somewhere. But yeah, that
Pico
sounds
Park.
cool. Pico Park.
Yeah, fun game, bro. So fun.
Sounds cool.
Um, but yeah, I'm always looking for games like that are like the 8 player multiplayer for the Switch. I
Mm.
love shit like that. So yeah, I'll probably pick up Ultimate Sheep Raccoon so that way I can play it in a big
Okay.
group with you guys. You, Pat, uh,
Hopefully we can
Melissa, and
drag
Tanya.
drag Ray in there too.
Yeah, hopefully, bro.
Come on, Ray.
He's a man with a family.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand.
What can you say?
He's
What can you
busy.
do? Yeah, busy man. Busy man.
But yeah,
Uh,
Ball Pit looks fun. Bullet, like you said, cool bullet hell game.
yeah, yeah. Very cool. I don't know if it's for me, but yeah, that one looks dope. Undusted, very chill little game. Tiny Bookshop, very chill
Tiny
little
bookshop.
game.
Hell yeah.
Strange Antiquities looks like, if I'm remembering correctly, looks like a little chill game. I think Tiny Bookshop's been getting crazy good reviews on Steam. Like just a little relaxing game, just something to chill, cozy on the couch kind of game.
One of them
You need
cozy
those,
games.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love cozy
Absolutely.
little games. So I might fuck with that one of these days too. I'll add it to my little list I got going on. But that's all
I
I got for this list. It was actually a lot of good stuff in here. Not gonna lie, man. A lot of
Yeah, I
good
think so
stuff.
too.
Looking forward to the next Nintendo Direct. Like what's
When do you
coming
think that'll
soon.
be?
There was some YouTuber that a lot of people didn't take very seriously for a long time, and he accurately said that this indie direct was coming, and so now they're kind of listening to him, and he says that I think he said August is mainly going to be all about like Kirby and the what's the basketball game with
Oh,
the
Drag X Drive.
yeah. So he's like,
Yeah.
this month it's all
Something like
about
that.
those two games, and then we should probably look forward to the next direct maybe sometime next month. So I'd be cool with
In
that.
September, right? Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard a lot of
yeah.
people speculating September, which in my eyes seems a little bit too soon. Because when was the last proper
It
Nintendo
was
Direct? Was
I
it
was
in
gonna say like
July?
yeah, it was like the very last day of July. We were making that joke. I remember that.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
everyone was saying like, "Oh yeah, dude, it was like guaranteed. There's gonna be one before the end of the July," and then it just like popped up the very last day of, and we're just laughing about that.
It seems so soon
Yeah,
for a Nintendo Direct. Maybe at the very end of September.
yeah. But I think it's a good spot to move on to our community corner
I
question. I, I couldn't really think of too much, but I figured since um, Battlefield 6 is one of these games that a lot of people kind of have like an abusive relationship with the series, I figured I would
Mhm.
ask, what's the biggest? I swore I'd never play this again, but here I am like a dumbass game franchise for you. Our buddy Kevin says Assassin's Creed. Swore to stop playing after the Rome one, and yet I kept playing. They were so bad. Our buddy Sweet Baby Ray simply said, Madden.
Madden. Dude, I always love Ray's responses. They're so straight to
Direct.
the point. Yeah, they're
Hmm.
so direct, so simple. I love it.
Yeah. So did you have an answer to that? I know Patrick piped up and he was just like, I don't really have any game that's done that to me before. No franchise.
Yeah, I had a hard time thinking because I do in a sense, but I think not in the way the question is
Well, mine is kind of it's probably very different from that idea too. I'll explain here in a sec. But yeah, if it's what you got, what I want to hear it. What do you got?
My game is Xenoblade Chronicles.
Yeah, I was wondering
In
because
the
earlier you were like, "Have I got a surprise for you?" And I'm just sitting here like, "We're at the very end of the episode. What the fuck?"
My reasoning for
Didn't see that
that is
coming.
because I find myself coming back to that series so often, even though I've put in like hundreds of hours. I've played like Xenoblade 2 like 3 or 4 times, honestly, bro. And like it's the one that I just always come back to. And it's not like I hate it. I enjoy it each time I play it, but I don't
Hmm.
know why I enjoy it so much. I mean, I have some semblance of an idea, but it's like why have I not gotten tired of it, you know?
Yeah, yeah, I get you. I get you. No, that works with the question. Yeah, it totally works
Yeah.
with the question.
It's like I keep coming back, and I've played all the games in this series at this point, except for the third one. Like I'll make my way to it eventually, you know. But the second one is the one that continues to call me back.
Yeah, that's your
Yeah,
favorite. That's peak,
that is
right?
my absolute favorite. The main story and the DLC, always. I have to play those always.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
So good.
Well, my answer is the same as Kevin's, but like you'll see why it doesn't really fit the question very well, but it's along the same kind of lines. But I I played the very first Assassin's Creed game back when it first launched on the 360,
Like
and I really liked how legit the open world looked, but I found the game to be repetitive and boring as fuck, dude. I hated it.
mm,
I dropped it before I finished it, and I couldn't believe how popular it was, you know. And I was just like, I'm not touching their fucking games. Like, I'm done with these. Like, fuck this crap. Like, what a waste of my money and time. Like, I hated it. And so I hadn't touched one of their games since, right? And then one day I was at a friend's house and he turned on his Xbox One. On the home screen, I could see that you could spend $100 and they'd give you the like every single mainline Assassin's Creed game all the way up to and including Odyssey, because Valhalla was coming out soon, right? So it wasn't even that long ago.
mm,
And at this point in my life, I was kind of hurting for something to play, and so I said, "Fuck it, I got $100 right here. Let's instead of wiping my ass with it, let's do this. Fuck it, let's give it another shot. It's been long enough, right?" So I bought the collection. I skipped the first game. I was like, I'm not doing that again. Uh, and I started with the second one, and I fucking loved it. Oh, dude. And the
two
next
is a
one,
solid game.
oh, dude, Assassin's Creed 2 is phenomenal. I loved it. Loved it.
Mm.
It like what a fucking night and day difference. The first game was so like had some cool ideas, and then the second game just fucking oh man, it was so fucking good. And I couldn't wait to play the next one, so I played the next one, and I think that was Brotherhood,
I
and
think it's
I
Brotherhood, yeah.
and I absolutely fucking loved it. And by the time I was done with that, I was itching to play the pirate one, Black Flag. So I skipped ahead to that one. So I skipped 3,
Yeah.
I skipped Revelations, and I played Black Flag, and I absolutely fucking loved that one as well. So my answer really isn't here I am giving this series Who Hurt Me yet another chance, but more of like a I gave this series another chance and it turned out to be fucking great, you know?
Mm.
But as a side note, no, I'm not really a fan of the new games, and I don't look forward to them. After Black Flag, I jumped into the ancient Egypt one, Origins,
Yeah.
and despite being a huge fan of Egyptian mythology and loving running around in like Cairo and shit, that was so cool. It just felt really different from the other games, and I lost interest pretty quickly. I would like to eventually give that one another go, and I'd like to try the ancient Rome one too. Um, but with that Black Flag remake obviously on the way, I might just say fuck all that shit and just jump into that one when that drops because that
Yeah.
one was so good. Yeah. So
Yeah, I
that's,
think for Assassin's Creed, my first two games were Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, and then after
mm.
that, I never touched a single one.
Did you like those as much as I did? I
Oh yeah, I
loved them.
fucking loved them. Yeah, they were fantastic. They were such good games. I think I 100%ed the second one.
Oh, dude, that probably took a long ass time. What exactly? Since you really liked those, what's kind of kept you away from trying out any of the ones coming out afterwards? Like,
I
what stopped you?
genuinely have no idea.
Just no
I think
interest?
I think that was like during my Call of Duty years, and that was the only thing I was interested in playing. So I kind of like, for the longest time on the 360, the only thing I cared about was Call of Duty.
I got you. I mean, it makes
That was
sense.
where my shit was at. Yeah,
Makes
multiplayer
plenty of
games
sense.
were at its peak at the time. So I was playing like Halo 3, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I want to
Um,
say when it comes to that, when did Call of Duty 4 and Halo? I think that was like 2006, 2007, somewhere between like 2006 and 2010. Like, fucking absolute peak online video game multiplayer shit. You know, like you said,
absolutely.
Halo 3. Then you had like Reach, and you had Call of Duty 4.
Gears of
Um,
War as well.
dude, I never got to play that one online, so I can't really speak too much on that. But I do know that was really,
I was
really good in
I
a
was
lot of
only
people's
playing
minds.
shooters, bro. I was playing BioShock, like everything that was a shooter on the 360. I remember playing fucking Bulletstorm.
I remember that game. Never played it, but
You
I
remember
know
that
which one
game?
you're talking about. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That shit was cool. I like a lot of people like to shit on that game, but I thought it was really cool.
What was that? What's the studio that made Gears? Was that
Oh,
Epic?
yeah, I think that was epic. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. What's his name? Cliffy B. Cliff Blazinski. Remember
Mm.
that guy? Seems like such a
I'm
cool
not
fucking
familiar
dude.
with the name.
He was.
Yeah.
I think he was the head of the studio or something. Such a really. He seemed like a really cool dude. Um, kind of guy you'd want to have a beer with. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Burgers and beers.
Yeah, Cliffy B. I think he kind of dropped out and he's like doing some like comedy, like stand up comedy and shit now, or something like
Really?
that. Yeah, he's just kind of I don't know.
What a change.
Yeah, but this was a while ago, so I don't know if he stuck with that or moved on to some other ventures, made another studio. I don't know. I'd always be interested to see what that guy's cooking, because yeah, he seems like such a cool dude.
Chill, dude.
Anyways, this brings us to the glitch out. Let's
Let's just
glitch the fuck out of here. We got a whole lot of shit ahead of us today, so yeah,
ladies
let's
and
glitch out.
gentlemen, check us out on TikTok, Instagram at Glitch Entertainment. We're now on Spotify, so check us out there. Please consider leaving us a good review if you feel so inclined. We'd really appreciate that.
A good review.
A good review. This is good news. I don't know why I
Uh,
do that.
I
He
don't know.
doesn't do that in the video.
With
That's
the
just me.
hands.
Yeah, that's all me. That's like the corporate hands.
Wait, doesn't he do that? Like the little bee? Doesn't he brings up his
Does he?
little?
Oh yeah, maybe he sticks up
That,
his little
this is
what do
good
they call these
news.
things? Their
Legs.
little
I
their
don't know.
little legs.
The little,
Yeah, I
the little
guess.
legs.
Little
Like,
legs.
subscribe, bell icon. Motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
Until next time, keep gaming and glitching, ladies and gents.
Bye bye.